Okay, so let's start with adding adding an index page for the children. So okay, the index page. We will first start with by adding a route, which is get themes slash team ID to players index as team players. And now we'll create a controller, a model controller, which is Rails generate controller layers. Okay, I see it says some error. Undefined local variable or method team players for players. Okay, so let's okay, so let's start the controller. Let's generate the controller for this task. It's been generated. So add an index action. I will add an index action to this controller. Controller which is undefined index add team equal to team dot find parents quiz ID add players team dot players vendor index. And now we'll create a template in view players, which is index.html variable and s1 players table class to table script for right, head head dog layers um so the body percentage add layers dot to layer this part um, the layers dot okay body percentage and right. So now we'll close the body and we'll add the link here. To link to team underscore add team class equals to we need to create a button for the team. We close this. Okay, and now let me save this. And now we'll add a link to the index page of the parent, which is teams show.html Link to edit back. Okay. Let me copy this part. Actually, yeah, link to players team players underscore path at team class button secondary. Now let's see if we okay. So let me start server. And so we have, let's go to the show, and we created a player actually, player button, but I don't see the link um, to it. So when we click the um, link of the player, so when we go to show and we click the link of the players, we'll see the first name of the players in that team. And here this team box uh, links back to the show page. Okay, now let's add show page uh, to this players page. For this, we will first add the route. Teams ID, players ID, 2 players, show as team player. And in the players control, um, we will generate the controller action, which is define show at parents at players is equal to at team uh, dot find parents ID and render show. Okay. And the next thing would be to create a view page in the players show dot html dot arb. We will just copy the code from the parent show page. Here it will be players name we don't want the edit button. So the thing that we want is for a back button, which is so from the routes we will copy this team player and right add players. So let me refresh this page. So in the template of the show page, we have added player.firstname, the position of the player, and the let me also add the um, team dot name, for example, and I've added already um, the routes for the soapbase and the controller action. So let's go to the soapbase and so I will change here the team will be team. So we can, so I've added these show pages. So buttons, click on the show button, it gives us the position team and we can go back to the index page. Yeah. Okay, now for creating a player list, a new player list, we have added this post method in the route, and the we have created a new a new object and and create object to add this list of new players. So in the create section, we are initially getting a team from the team ID, and we are using this um, we're using this variable, uh, the theme object, to get the specified attributes. For example, here we are taking first name, last name, and position. So if it receives these three attributes, these three parameters, then it saves and it flashes a message that a new player has been successfully added. And if it does not receive all the parameters, then it shows an error message saying that not added. So, and we have created this template for the for the new .html.erb. where we are specifying these three parameters: first name, last name, and position, and it gets submitted, and this calls the model player, it and we also have added the in the index.html um, the link to um, new player is a button which we use to. So let's go to this show players, and we want to add a new player. So for this, let's say the name is Tom Brown, and the position we can only add either Z or F. So it says that a new player has been added successfully. And if for some reason I don't add the full name, then it shows an error that it's not been added. Um, yeah, so we have successfully added a new player to the existing list. Now let's add a route for the update. So for this, we'll add a route here using get um, teams. So basically the same one with some changes. Get teams, team ID, players, ID to players. Edit as edit. And we add edit edit class here. Edit, which is similar to the show base. And so we need to create, we have created a edit.html.arb where we're using this edit player bootstrap form with model player. We're using a batch method here, and we're using these uh, three attributes, parameters: first name, last name, and positions, to update. And we need to add the link in the um, index file. So we've added here the link to edit team player path, and yeah, so I'm saving it. And we have also yeah, that's it. Shut down. So okay, now we need to check if um, okay, new player cancel the edit section. Okay, So we have added the edit class. Yeah, this is done. All we need to add is okay, in the route section we need to um, add this patch um, player ID update put update, and we also need to create a update here. It's the same as um, so yeah, we update using these three parameters: first name, last name, and position. And we if it's successful, we flash a message saying that an update was mm, done successfully, or else it shows an error that um, not updated in the list. Okay, so the syntax error, let me see, in the line 20. So, teams, okay, to edit. I don't see any syntax error though. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I had an extra comma. Well, I still don't. So now we check if we can edit. So I'm just changing the name and the position, and let's update the player. Okay, so it still shows an error. Wait. Okay. Um, okay, so the issue I have is here. I need just the ID. Now, if I go to edit and edit it like this, it says that a new player updated successfully. And players edit, I just missed a position. It says an error not added. Okay. Now we need to add a route for the for the delete. So first, let's just add a class here called destroy. Right. Okay. Here destroy and here delete team. And all I need is this one line here. Okay. And let's add a route here. Um, right. So the controller action would be destroy. The rest of the things are same. It's just instead of gate, we are using delete. And we need to add a, a route, a link in the index space, which is a link to delete. What's the name here? Which question path? So it should be team P. Yeah, only the method extra that I need to add here is method delete. Now doing this, let's see if our delete section has been added. Expecting an end. Syntax error. Okay. Players controller.rb. Okay, I forgot to write an end here. So it says no route matches. So now in the destroy class, we need to add this section here. And let's see if, so it says that a player from the list was deleted successfully. The only issue is I need to players. So let's delete this player, and it says that the player deleted successfully. So we've been able to perform so far all these nested resources bases demos, the index base, so base, create, edit, and destroy action. So yeah, that's it.